Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole giving you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Chris crew. How are you guys doing this wonderful Saturday? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let's see who we have in the building giving shout outs. Hello, Vanessa. Hello, Antoinette. Hello, GSP. Hello, Yuli. Hey, Mimi. Hey, Vanna. Yes. Hey, Joseph. What's up, family? What's up? How are you guys doing? Brother Teeth is in the middle of the episode. He will be right back. Okay. Hey, Monica. How are you guys doing this morning? Well, it's morning for me, afternoon for some of you guys, but morning for me. This part always reminds me of the Reading Rainbow. Take a look. It's in a book, The Reading Rainbow. Yes. And if that's your picture, GSP, you are definitely an 80s baby. So we definitely know. Is the Reading Rainbow even still on? Is it on? I don't know. But it was definitely that show for us growing up. All right, you guys. I see a couple people coming in, so that means you guys are getting your notifications. So we're gonna get started. All right. First things first. Yes, 86 for sure. This episode was and I mean Hey Wanda, good morning. It was it was it was actually quite boring, honestly. I'm gonna have to give it a C minus. All right. Oh, Monica, you an 80s baby too. 81. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to give it a C minus. All right. Just wasn't that good. All right. It just wasn't. I was just like, come on, production. I'm telling you, hire the Chris crew. All right. Y'all need to hire us because we can set stuff up way better than what the hell y'all doing right now. And that's just honest. Yes, it was BS. And we are definitely going to talk about that. Mimi gives it a C. What grade do you guys give it? What do you give it? I give it a C minus. Yeah, they're not. Yes, you got that right, Mimi. They're just not. They're boring. They're boring. And you know it's bad when the highlight that I typically talk about, of course, is what I post on my thumbnail. And 2 weeks in a row, it's Melissa and Louie. And are Melissa and Louie that interesting? No. But they're right now the highlight, in my opinion. And that's bad. That's bad. All right, so we have C, Vanna got a C, Vanessa C, Antoinette D, Wanda C, GSPB. Oh, okay, GSPB. Probably because you're a comedian in your own right, so you make it entertaining regardless. So maybe that's why. Yeah, maybe it's the comedian side. C. I'm halfway through. It's a B. A. An F. Okay. See, Monica, she's like, you know what? Forget all of this. Forget all of this. Yeah, it's definitely an F for her. So yeah, y'all. So let's get started. So we starting off with them, which in my opinion, they're right now the most boring couple so far. Chevelle and Quaylon, all right? So with Chevelle and Quaylon, we pretty much have them still arguing about the whole situation between the mamas. And the mamas are fighting over the fact that, screw your son, screw your daughter. The only highlight in the situation is when Quaylon's mama, she sat up there and said, with your SpongeBob shaped ass. Oh, it's the legs. It's the legs. It's the legs. That's just what it is. Hey, Ruby. She got that Wendy Williams shape. She does. She got that Wendy Williams shape. She got the real skinny legs, the upper, the bigger upper body. I mean, legs and no hips and body, because she ain't got no hips. So we got to say legs and no hips and body. So yeah, this is when she called her that. I started laughing. I said, oh my gosh. But yeah, bless her heart. Bless her heart. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, oh my gosh. And production was shady as hell, because as soon as Quaylon's mama called her that, this was the next scene, and they made sure they gave a head to toe look on her ass, showing her skinny legs. They wrong for that. And you know what? I'm all for embracing your natural body. And I'm also embracing people if they want to do, surgery, as long as it's not excessive. Hey, do you? But, in these type of situations, in these type of shapes, I get it. Like, I can understand why people want to add hips and stuff like that, little fat around their hips. But this lady is older. She kept mentioning the father. I'm going to assume she's still married to the father. Y'all let me know if she's not, but the hell, if she married, why the hell should we care, right? But it was hilarious. It was hilarious. It was quite hilarious. Hey, miss. Oh, you're not staying? All right, girlie. Well, replay gang. Definitely comment when you listen later on. But we miss you over here. Yes, she do. She looked like the letter P. She looked like a P shape. She does. She does. Not a UPS box. Oh, yeah. Planter's peanut bed. Yes. With the tape hanging down. Just because you can fit it doesn't mean you should wear it. Yes, we all should wear outfits that cater to our shape. Okay. Everyone, there's outfits out there that can cater to your shape. And these tight fitting dresses are not really for people who don't have hips or ass. You know what I'm saying? So with that, before I check out, I cannot deal with these Party City wigs. You're Miss Definitely, when you can have a chance, come back in the chat. Of course, I know things get busy and it's the holiday season, but definitely do replay gang also. But yes, it wasn't a look. Child of ghetto. It's just not flattering. Work with what you have. Exactly. I think we all need to work with what we have, but it wasn't a good shape for her. It just wasn't a good shape for her. All right, we'll definitely send a prayer up to Ms. Definitely send a prayer up to Ms. But yeah, so with that, after that, the mom is pretty much saying, look, I'm not paying for this venue so you can marry him. All right. I may help with your dress and all of this stuff, but me and your daddy already discussed, we not helping you pay. And so Chevelle's like, well, what about me and what about what I want? So let me ask y'all, for the ones who have daughters in the rooms, because typically tradition, the daughter side or the woman side of the family pays for the wedding. If your daughter seems happy, but you don't agree with who she's marrying, would you support her financially in the situation? Would you actually pay for the venue and pay for everything, or would you say hell no? Because I've seen mixed reviews. I've seen people say, look, if she's happy, support her, be there for her, financially take care of it. And then you can say, I told you so at the end if something happens. And other people are like, hell no, if she don't like him, I can understand her not paying anything. So what do you guys think? What do you think? Hi, I am Lisa LaFay. Hello. Chevelle wigs are horrible. Yes. Ms. just called them Party City wigs. I don't know if you've ever been in the chat before, but welcome if you haven't. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Yes, everyone like, share, and subscribe. Hey, May. I would support her in any way I could. Okay, so you would support her. What do you guys do? You guys Wanda, I know Wanda typed that so fast. I know she did. I know she typed that so fast. Hell no, let me type this real fast. In tradition, there is nowadays work your butt off because child a wedding be costing a mortgage. That is very true. Very true. I will support no matter what. Okay. Yeah, cut off. Okay, so in other words, if you don't agree with who she married, then you gonna cut it off and say you on your own with the finances for the marriage. Okay. Well, yeah, so pretty much Chevelle is like annoyed by the situation because she's like, it's about me. Why would you support? I would support because I don't want to be at the wedding. That's a hot mess. I say take it back, let her do her. More you push, the more she runs to him. That is true, Ruby. That is true. So with that, the next scene we see Chevelle and Quaylon, and they are cooking. Well, Chevelle is cooking, and they're talking about how the families need to get along, and they are tripping. And she's making spaghetti, and I don't know what it is about reality shows and everybody making spaghetti on reality shows. Like, is that something that production tells them? Like, everybody makes freaking spaghetti, and I just don't get it. Y'all don't have any other dishes y'all know how to make? Like, no other dishes? Like, y'all can't fry no chicken? Y'all can't, make a casserole or some sort? Like, what's going on here? So she's cooking, and pretty much her daughter comes in, and her daughter's a cutie, and I did like to see her interaction with her daughter, but honestly I'm bored as hell. I hope this is not the whole entire season for them, is the back and forth with the actual family and the marriage. And someone just said in a comment, they just need to elope. They do, because it's like, already I'm bored with y'all. Like, I'm not impressed. Like, I want y'all to disappear off of my screen, because there is nothing here that I'm willing to actually look at. There's no real drama. It's just nonsense. I'll support, but not my money. Okay, so Wanda says she will support, but not her money. Just the low. Yeah, GSP said just below. More Prego. You talking about Prego the sauce or Prego as in pregnant? Yeah, because I saw that big old Prego. That's why I was said this must be product placement, because that big old Prego bottle that was on like her counter, I was like, okay, this is probably why they're making spaghetti, because it's product placement. These people are probably supporting and putting money into the show. They are truly the ad value of the show. Because I was just like, really? You just got this big old Prego bottle sitting right there? I support the wedding and fight your spouse's parents at the reception when I got a few drinks in me. WeTV probably owns Prego, or Prego put money, with the commercials and stuff. That's what it is. Like I said, no one cooks. I have never seen anyone make rice. Nothing. I know, yeah, they all make spaghetti. Yeah, she is a cute little girl. Anybody else see how much Quaylon was sweating and could barely open his eyes during the confessional? Ooh. Ooh, Mimi. Ooh. What you saying, Mimi? What you saying? What you saying? They're both dry. Yes. Not the fist, not the fight the parents. Now that's a wedding. That's a Jerry Springer wedding. I was gonna say that, Mimi. Oh boy. Hey, Shayla girl. Hey, Val. Here, mama shaped like a capital T. Spaghetti traumatized me growing up because that's all we had growing up to last us for almost a week. Yeah, spaghetti is one of those things you can definitely stretch out, but I'm just like, every reality show is like, come on, come on. Somebody else should be making something else. Like, seriously. Yes. Hey, Karam, what's up? So allegedly on that one, Vanessa, allegedly. I just wish Mo would help Chevelle with her wigs. Yeah, baby. Now, yeah, because them wigs on the mama too. On the mama too. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm still shocked that y'all said she got all of these surgeries. She was better off using that money to really just upgrade what she was already working with. You know what I mean? And I saw older pictures of her, and to me, in my opinion, she looked better with more weight on her than what the way she looks now. Or is it just me? I feel like certain people, when they have a certain amount of weight on them, they look better versus when they get skinnier. But y'all let me know what y'all think. His arrest. Yes, yes, yes. That mama, that mama ooh wee. After the scene, they went home and hung those dresses back up on the windows. And I was like, why are y'all matching? Like, you match with your daughter when she's like 3 or 4, not grown. Yes, that's what I just said. I didn't understand that. I don't get it. That's what I'm saying. This is just like truly for TV and show, because that was just a little too much for moi. But yeah, we have nothing else to talk about when it comes to them because they're boring. They're boring. The most cackle, chuckle I got out of it was the SpongeBob shape comment. That is it. That is all. So we're gonna move on from these folks. So yeah. Let's move on. So Brittany and Karak. Okay. So they actually jump out of the freaking plane. And here's my thing. Brittany didn't even want to do it. But the first person who has to jump out is Brittany. I'll be damned. I would have kicked Karak out of that freaking plane. Since you want to go first, here you go. Since you want to do this, let me kick you out this freaking plane. So with that, they both jump. And of course, Karak is acting like it's the best thing ever. Brittany is like terrified, and she got her eyes closed for the most part. And so when they touch down, child, I don't know about y'all, but when they touched down, I think Brittany made a noise like that, but I could have sworn she passed gas. I was like, okay, look, maybe truly she had one of them moments where it literally scared the out of her, because I was like, did she just fart? Did we just hear that? Like, did she do that? But I was like, maybe she did that with her mouth. I'm gonna assume it was her mouth and not the other mouth in the back. So yeah, so at that point, when they touch down, you see Karak's family with the "Will you marry me?" And that part was cute. It was cute. And then the ring, which is a beautiful ring. Of course, Karak gets on a knee and pretty much says, hey, will you marry me? And of course, Brittany, she cried just looking at freaking eggs. She cried at the drop of a dime. And she was like, yes, I'll marry you. Because, that's how she talks, child. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Wendy. What's up, y'all? What's up? Did I miss anyone? Wendy, Pamela. Yes, I know. Yes, that BBL was a fail. I was shocked when y'all told me, child. I was shocked. I said, ain't no way in hell she got a BBL, Miss Chevelle, but she did. She did. So will you marry me? The plane right now, that would have been beautiful, but probably over budget. Ruby. They probably only gave Karak a certain budget, and that would have been too much. So probably, but that would have been beautiful. But Brittany's just happy with just someone giving her any type of what she feels is love. And so of course they're like, she's like, yes, they're crying. Karak's mom, which I love Karak's mom. Karak's mom is hugging, we love you, we support you. Love Karak's mom. And, to me, she's the real MVP of moms on Love After Lockup, because I really adore her. And then at that point, Brittany's like, I have to call my grandma. And so Karak is like, I already called her. She gave the blessings. And then Brittany cries even more. And then she calls and puts the grandmother on FaceTime. And she's so happy. So at this point, she's like, it's official. We're getting married. And I'm like, not really. Because just because you're engaged doesn't mean you're actually going to get married. But at the end of the day, it was cute for their budget. I wish them the best. Do I feel that either one of them are ready to get married? No. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I think individual counseling needs to be done. And then I think couples counseling needs to be done. But at the same time, aesthetically looking, they are pleasing. They complement each other. They look like a cute little couple. I just want them to really do the internal work before they end up getting to that point where they're getting the license and signing off on marriage. So yeah, so with that being said, that was pretty much it when it came to them. When I tell you some of these people, I was like, why did you even have them on the show this episode? Hell, this season. That was it for Brittany and Karak. That scene reminded me of Fresh Prince when Hillary was proposed to. No, Ruby. Will you marry? Boom. Yeah. No. No. Thank God that didn't happen. But I definitely remember that. That was probably one of the best episodes, and their whole face, they was literally going from seeing him jump all the way to the ground. That was hilarious. They love with his mom. Yeah. Oh, they live with his mom. Yes, they do. He's buying time, and he was given the ring too, so it was easy to propose. Yes, it was. The signs were garbage. They were, but I guess it was the thought that counts in the situation, I suppose. But yeah, the budget, yeah, there's no budget. I mean, look at what it says as far as it says right here, Brittany nail technician, Karak unemployed robbery. So with what money was Karak really about to do something special besides what his mom gave him and what the actual production company gave him? So, but yeah, so that was the end of them. Oh, hey, Dermika. Oh, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. This is your first time, I think, in the live. You usually do the replay gang, but appreciate you being here. Appreciate you. This couple still seems boring. You're right. The SpongeBob comment was funny. Yeah, that was the only thing that was funny about Chevelle and Quaylan. But that's the end of Brittany and Karak. You guys, on your way in, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, and share the video. And we are going to move on to Lindsay and Blind. Lindsay and Blind. Okay? Lindsay and Blind. So, Lindsay's daughter, Miley, is moving in with Lindsay Blaine and his child, which I believe his child's name is Kagan. So Miley is nervous because she has never lived with her mom really. And she said her mom has never really been a real mom and that she's going to miss her grandmother, which honestly is her mother. That's the one who raised her. And so, but at the end of the day, she's willing to, take the step, I guess, to see, what's going to happen. Kagan or Kangan, let me know if I'm saying that little boy's name right. He claims he loves living with his dad and Lindsay, and he sees Lindsay as his mom. And I'm like, child, the way Lindsay always running up out of there and leaving, but he's young, so he's just loving the thrill of it all, I suppose. So Lindsay brings up marriage. And interesting enough, when she brings up marriage to Blaine, Kagan is there and he's like, my dad said that he don't know about that. And I was like, okay, yeah, speaking to your son about that, but can you blame him when every time they're in a situation she's running off? So yeah, I definitely don't blame him when it comes to that. Y'all maybe just need to chill and see where things go. But with that, now first things first, because again, I'm not really hip on this couple a lot. I always felt like I'm over a lot of these couples that have been on here multiple times. But they are from, is it Iuka, Mississippi? Is that how you pronounce it? Iuka, Mississippi. And so when I saw that on the screen, I said, Iuka, Mississippi, baby, that sounds like a place that my ass would not belong, if you know what I mean. I was like, this sounds very very uh how can I put it, Confederate flaggish, maybe. And so I was being nosy and I was looking it up. And yeah, so I was absolutely right. First of all, this town only has about 3,000 people, and out of 3,000 people, like almost 2,900 of them don't look like me. Okay. And then it's like 151 that look like me. Yeah, there is no way in hell. There is no way in hell I will live in a place like that. And it also makes me kind of low key look at some of them on this show that's from there a little suspect. Cause yeah. So, but I just saw that and I said, child, like there is no way in hell. I hope nobody from production looked like me that actually went down there. I'm just saying. So with that, I the daughter, you can tell, is literally on a mode of I'm gonna try this out, but she's gonna miss her grandmother. So when they finally get to the house, they show that they, spruced up her room. It's all pink. And did y'all see the pillow that was shaped like a pill that even said 100 milligrams on that bad boy? Did y'all see that pill? That pill pillow? I even think I had a screenshot of it. I didn't put it in my damn presentation. Did y'all see the pill pillow? I know somebody saw it like I did. I was like, why in the hell are you giving your child a pill pillow? Who does that? Who does that? And so she got it all, I guess, dressed up, whatever can be considered dressed up. And so the daughter's acting like she's happy and, oh, yes, yes. And that was another thing, too. That pink Trump. That's why I said, first of all, you from this place called Iuka, Mississippi. Only less than 200 people look like me there. And you got the Trump banner that looked like, and they wasn't trying to show the whole entire thing. They only showed the bottom of it. That's why I said this place looks very Confederate flaggish. Yeah. I'm sure production ain't got nobody that look like me up on that production staff that goes to Iuka, Mississippi. The cameraman knew what they were doing by zooming in on that pillow. You dang on right. You dang on right they did. Maybe being from the town is why Blaine had issues with Deontay. Yeah, maybe. Because I had to look it up. Some said, look up this place. And I said, well, I'll be damned. I felt the heck out. That pillow was not funny to me at all. I was like, who does that? Who gives their child a freaking 100 milligram pink and white pillow? Like, how is that even appropriate for a child? How is that even appropriate for anyone? You know where you have that pillow at? Maybe at a doctor's office, maybe, but not for decoration in a teenager's room. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I was like, excuse me. Yes, you did not see the pill pillow. You watch it again. You will see it. You will see it. I was like, are we motivating? Yes, yes. Crazy. Just crazy. Just crazy. So I know if I step foot in that town, some man might say, what you doing on this side of town? But exactly. That's why I was like, oh no. I was so disgusted with the pill. Like, go ahead and promote drugs and you still playing. Right. That's why I was just like, how? Ugh. This is why I was just like, okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. I wish the grandmother would have said something. The heels have eyes. That pillow was way too much. So you're gonna do this. Yeah, and the thing is, right, exactly. And the trees, and yeah. So with that, that's why I was just like, okay, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to join Lindsay. I'm blind. First of all, these OG cast members are irking me. I don't even care anymore. But furthermore, the more and more I see things, the more and more I'm like, yeah, you probably would look at me and be thinking something in your head, or maybe bold enough to say something if we were in Iuka, Mississippi. But that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So the grandmother, for people who don't know, The grandmother is not Lindsay's biological relation at all. She is her step grandmother who actually raised Lindsay, but then also is raising Miley. And God bless that grandmother, because she got a heart of gold and she will be blessed. And she even says, like, I have been taking care of her entire life. And, she was there with me when, grandpa passed, and she starts to cry. And, I'm saying, the fact that she is so, willing to take care of everyone with no blood relation, I could see why it would be hard to separate. And I'm sure she's nervous as hell for Miley to be there with Lindsay. I'm sure. I am sure. Now, I don't know how far the grandmother lives from where they are, but I'm hoping it's still close enough to where if she has to pick her up and take her back in, she will. But and hopefully maybe this is just for the show, low key, because we know how production can be. Maybe this is just for the show, and Miley's really not going to be staying with her the whole time, but just for show purposes. I'm actually rooting for that more than her actually living with them full time. Just being honest. Just being honest. I really don't like Lindsay, and she won't stay away. Yeah, and a lot of people don't like her. A lot of people don't like her and how she handles everything. Um, it took like they went to the Family Dollar, got everything pink. Exactly. Exactly. Lindsay just used Deontay for another season because she did not like that man. Right. Lindsay does too much to show how perfect she is, and it's just been 2 years. Didn't Granny say she fell into just from doing too much right out of high school? Yeah, yeah. And you know what's so crazy is that she is the stereotypical look of someone who easily could have got wiped up. Like, she could have been a stay-at-home mom and been living a life, because Lindsay is a beautiful girl. Lindsay's a beautiful girl, and she has a beautiful daughter. So, child, I guess I'm over these people. The banner she had on the wall talking about his friends was hot. Yeah, it just all was inappropriate in my opinion. That's why I was just like, well, we clearly know who raised her, and it definitely isn't Lindsay. Yeah, that woman has done above and beyond to raise two generational girls not blood related. Yeah, she definitely has. She definitely has. And honestly, she needs to just stay in touch with Miley and just pick her up. If Miley's actually staying there, if she's staying there, it could be just for the show. But with that, that's what we have so far. Lindsay wants to get married. Blaine is saying hell no. And Miley is moving in. And they're supposed to be one big happy family in Confederate flag freaking Iuka, Mississippi. Child, I suppose. She's way past due for a haircut. Come on. In the 20s, come on into the 2020s. So yeah, so that was the end of Leslie and Blind. Blind, Lindsay and Blind. So yeah, so with that, let's move on, shall we? Yeah, Iuka. Justine and Michael. Child, did she say Marsha Brady's hair? And oh my gosh, it is giving Marsha. She is actually giving Marsha. But y'all, she's from Iuka, Mississippi. She's from like update there. Did we not see the scenery of Iuka, Mississippi? Child, I'm shocked that she even got highlights in her head. Okay, I'm shocked. So I just look what we're doing right now in 2023. I'm sure they're still living in 1993, and that's just what it is. And for people who may watch this from Mississippi, I'm talking about Iuka, okay, or Iuka, whatever it is. So moving on. Justine and Michael. All right, so this couple is back, and so they are driving to Rhode Island, and Michael hasn't seen his kids in 5 months, and he tells, Justine says it, not Michael. Justine tells the kids in the car, which include all of her kids and Michael's oldest son, don't say anything about moving to Vegas, okay? And so one thing that she says in her confessional is that Vegas is a great move for all of them. And Justine, I don't know what kind of research you did before you moved to Vegas, besides you saying that it's cheaper to live. But unless your kids are in private school, Las Vegas Unified School District is not the best. In fact, for years, I don't know if it's gone up, but for years, they were like the lowest of the low as far as education is concerned. So the best for who? Because Vegas also had a huge dropout rate at one point. Because a lot of the times these kids see, especially when Vegas was like in its prime before, the whole pandemic and everything happened, literally these kids would drop out of school 17, 18 years old, and they would literally be a bellhop at the hotels and be able to make a lot of money because of tips and everything else, and be able to live a decent life without an actual education. So they had a high dropout rate. The school system was horrible. So I was like, who are you talking about as far as a better, like, who is it better for you and Michael? Because to me, the kids, I don't know, unless they in private school. Yes, the party bus family. Michael bleached his teeth. They look much better. They do. They do. His teeth was so dingy. But I will say Justine and Michael, like, again, they together, they look like a nice couple. They look like a cute couple. And little Justine done spilled them beans. She sure did. We TV needs to give their grandmother a vacation. Fact. I was just thinking about her daughter because she goes to that college in Vegas, and they just had an incident the other day. They did have an incident the other day. I don't think anybody was unalive though, but I do remember they were talking about that situation. Don't raise your family there. I would have to agree with that. And I do know plenty of people who do raise their families there, especially a lot of people from California ended up migrating to Vegas because it's cheaper. There's no state tax, but the school system, in my opinion, sucks. The healthcare system sucks. I would say Vegas is more so for that youthful single person ready to mingle and party. You know what I mean? And UNLV, in my opinion, too, like people at UNLV get really cocky that they go to UNLV, but it's the only university in Vegas. So I just be like, y'all really cocky for it being the only university. So of course you're gonna brag. You're the what do you have to compare it to? So, but hopefully safe. Everybody is safe as far as that incident that just happened the other day. Let me see. There was a woman who lived in a shoe. It's the only thing I kept thinking about, all them children, right? Yes. Um, so why doesn't Michael have his kids by now? Maybe the mom, maybe the baby mama, like, you ain't taking my kids. Thank you, GSP. It's definitely a win for Justine. What's definitely a win for Justine? The Vegas situation between Justine and Michael. They have a basketball team. They sure the heck do. I was thinking about her to GSP. It's not like he has baby mamas to fight. His sister has them. Well, do the sister have them permanently, or she has them when they come to visit the family? I feel like those mothers are still involved. Or does she have him full-time custody? Yeah, Vegas is really all about partying. Never been that far west, but being an East Coast lifer, it would have to be a big culture shock. Yeah, it is a big culture shock. It is a big culture shock. But again, it's a place that, and it's getting expensive now because, as you guys know, the Oakland Raiders are now the Vegas Raiders. Now it's getting expensive because they have that sports team there. But, I definitely wouldn't say it's the best place to live, in my opinion. I think when these men get out of prison, they need to stay with their children and not leave the state for a woman. There you go. GSP, I got to take a screenshot of what you sent. I don't have all my readers and I can't see anything. I was just on Justin IG. She a better rapper than Michael. She got better bars. I was just going to buy what was said, that she stepped up when he was in prison. Oh, got it. Okay, yeah, maybe because he wasn't there anymore. And so the family needed to step up to, make sure that side of the family was still around for the kids. So pretty much, I'm sick and tired of Justine and Michael with these matching outfits. I'm over it. And then they went even further when the kids and them were at the hotel and all of them had on matching pajamas. What the hell is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with all of this hoopla? Matching pajamas? What are y'all trying to be, the ghetto Brady Bunch? Stop it. Stop. It's just too freaking much. So when Justine and Mike and the kids get to the sister's house, the sister speaks to Mike and is pretty much saying, look, I know you got your career and all of that stuff, but try to put your kids first, because your oldest daughter cried about, the last time, about how her father is going to be a daddy to them and not to her. And now, especially because Mike's oldest son lives with him and Justine, the other kids are probably feeling left out. And even the oldest daughter even said that at times she feels jealous. And it's nothing wrong with her feeling that way. I just wish she would tell her father that. Tell your true feelings to your father, because he is the main one who needs to know, which is probably why also when Justine and the sister got into it that time with them about the mom, if y'all notice, Mike's daughter was in that mix, getting the attitude with Justine, trying to pop off at Justine. And that may be why she slightly was doing that, because she looks at Justine as someone who is taking her father away. But in reality, your father is taking himself away, because he's the man at the end of the day. And if he really wanted to sit up there and be there for you and make sure that, you were constantly there, either you will move to Vegas with him or he will stay close to you. I mean, that's just what it is. So at the hotel, after this Brady Bunch pajama situation, I do like to see that the oldest daughters are actually bonding. So Justine's daughter and Michael's daughter, they're bonding. And Justine's daughter slips and mentions Vegas. And Mike's daughter is like, what in the hell are you talking about? And she was like, yeah, well, I wasn't supposed to tell you, but we're moving to Vegas. And Michael's daughter is pissed. She's like, I mean, why hasn't he told me? Why is this a secret? Like, this is a big deal. And, no one has mentioned anything to me. So that's when Kylie's like, well, maybe you should talk to him about it. So I guess we're going to see in the next episode them discussing this and what's going to happen. And I'm assuming by now, if that older daughter did live with them, we would know. Do you guys know if the older daughter lives with him in Vegas or she still lives in Rhode Island? Y'all let me know. And let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Yes, I did agree with that. I saw that. The Vegas situation. Got it. She's really good. Oh, so y'all talking about she got bars, huh? She got bars. All right. That was making me dizzy. The matching stuff, yes, it was making me dizzy too. I was like, what is this? He's a crappy dad. Oh, GSP, like tell us how you really feel. Them matching blue pajamas reminded me of the creep. So why creep? Yeah, I just keep it on the down low. Who had the blue one on? Was it Chili or was it T-Boz? Somebody had the blue one on too. I just can't remember who it was. I feel like it was T-Boz that had the blue on. So yeah, but definitely it was too much. He is a Disneyland dad, an ice cream dad. Wow, he's a donor. GSP and Miz is going in. They are not holding back. They are not playing games when it comes to Michael. It's sad those babies got to fight for their dad time. Yeah. How come the son got to go live with him, but none of the rest of the kids? Which makes you wonder, was he having behavioral issues or there's something else going on? But it does make you wonder as to why he gets to stay and the other kids don't. Yeah. Hey, Nene, I'm late, but right on time because I'm not feeling Michael at all. Yeah, no one's feeling Michael right now. No one's feeling Michael and how he handled that situation, especially his oldest, who already felt like there was time, missed, because she said that he went in at 10 and came out when she was 10 and came out when she was 16. That's a lot of time. Very pivotal years. Can't even speak right now. Those are very important years for her. You know what I mean? Like he missed her going into her preteens, now a teenager. So yeah, definitely. Hey, Aspen. He only a dad when cameras rolling. She's selfish to me. Who, Justine is selfish? Baby sons need his father. Well, he has two sons. Remember, he got that little boy and he got the oldest one. So he has two girls and two boys. So the oldest son is there, but he has a younger son too. T-Boss had the blue one left. I had the red one, and Chili had the silver one. I want a pajama suit on my video after on my own after that video. For real. For real, them silk pajamas. He was a 6-year-old. He has a 6-year-old daughter and said he was locked up for 6 years. Yeah, she was a baby. But see, at that age, they just happy to hear about the daddy that they probably haven't seen ever or only seen sometimes. But with her, the oldest daughter, I can understand her issue because she remembers her father and he missed out on a lot of years. His son is 6 also. The season has been boring to me so far. It has. It has been boring. Michael is not going to play in Miz and GSP at all. At all. I wouldn't be shocked if they be on his IG like, you a Disneyland dad. Michael's oldest daughter is very pretty. She looks like a young Zendaya. Yeah, she does kind of look like Zendaya, huh? She does. She does. But yeah, she's a beautiful girl. They both have beautiful kids. I'm tired of them trying to match all the time too. I hope this is their last season. Yeah, we talked about that before you came in, Nene. Too much. And then with all the kids wearing the same pajamas, too much. Too much. It's like you just really trying to show y'all this one big happy family by matching pajamas. Really? Didn't work for me. Clearly didn't work for a lot of other people in my chat. We haven't seen them in 5 months. Why so long? Good dad. Yeah, that's true. He claimed for probation reasons, but I don't know. Monica, hell to nah. I gave this episode a C because I'm thinking I gave that grade too fast. It was a D. I don't understand. They don't take their kids in account of uprooting them, right? Hey, Latina, what's up? That last Bob the Builder outfit they had on was awful. Those red pants. Yeah, I'm just like, what are y'all doing? But with that being said, that was the end of their segment during this episode. Again, not really impressed with any of this. I think the sisters fool because don't hear from the baby mama. I don't know if we don't hear from the baby mamas because of allegedly there's baby mama drama between them. I want to say there's baby mama drama. I think that's what I heard when they were on the Love After Lockup. There's baby mama drama. So it could be that they are the mediators in the situation. So there's no drama. And that's why when he sees the kids, it's his mother or his sister that's involved. The jail should have made him take a parenting class. Seriously, I wouldn't trust no parenting class in no jail. Why lie to the kids? Yeah, it just, it seems very suspect, but we'll see what his daughter actually says. And because I'm assuming she's gonna actually confront him about it, and we're gonna see what he says. We're gonna see what he says. So moving on. I'm over it. I'm over it. Taylor and Chance. I'm over them. I'm over it. Let me see what you guys are saying. He was just on his live saying he didn't want to be on the show anymore because he didn't want to be associated with hooligans. What? Yes, I think did someone send me something? And shout out to Guest So and other people who send me stuff all the time. I so appreciate you guys. I just sometimes don't have time to look at it when, you guys send it to me. But somebody said that he was acting like he was getting too cocky. And I'm just like, bruh, we know them shoes wasn't selling, your clothing wasn't selling, your rapping wasn't selling. So where did y'all get money to get by? Probably because of these shows. So what are you talking about? And being associated with hooligans when you were in freaking jail for drug possession. You know what I'm saying? Like you were in jail. Like one would say that you're a hooligan. What is that? Really? I'm mind blown over that. That's one thing I don't like is lying to kids. I always told my kids the truth. I don't like to sugarcoat nothing, right? That's what I thought too, Chris. They play middle person to keep him in contact with the kids. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like he doesn't have a great relationship with them baby mamas. So they do that because if he tried to reach out directly to the baby mamas, it would be a problem. Yes, he did while on live with Mocha. What? The audacity. See, this is the problem when people really forget about their humble beginnings and they really start to get a little too cocky. And if he's already saying that and he hasn't even had a successful career yet, he's known for this love after lockup more than anything else. And he's saying that. I can't even imagine if he gets successful doing other things. Like, seriously. Selling to minors too. Selling what to minors? Those freaking shoes? Child. All right, so let's get into Taylor and Chance, y'all. Taylor and Chance, damn it. Bobby comes over, which is Taylor's sister, and Taylor gives her a tour of the house. And I'm sorry, but there were certain rooms that felt like an episode of Hoarders to me. Maybe it's just me, but I'm all about having space. But there were just certain things I was just like, this looks very hoarderish. This feels very just a little too close to comfort for moi. But that's just me. So at that point, Bobby is talking about, her getting back to, a clean state in her life, and that she has this guy named Scott that she loves. But Taylor's pretty much says about, how based on her past situation, Bobby's past situation, how, she doesn't want her to rush into something. And with that, she's just kind of like hesitant because of course she knows her sister's situation and where she's been. And so at that point, Taylor mentions to Bobby that, Chance is being shady, and how with the customer, she was talking to a customer. Next thing you know, he rudely came in there, interrupted, and pretty much was acting really weird, but he wouldn't say something was wrong. And Bobby was like, "Whoop, it sounds like y'all in the normal place that you guys have always been. Like, you don't trust him. He doesn't trust you. Like, what is the freaking point? There's zero trust there." And I'm like, yeah, there is. And Taylor's like, I don't know, if he's my forever, I want him to change. And again, Taylor, Chance is in his 40s. He ain't changing. It would have to take an act of God to actually change Chance. He's not changing. He's stuck in his ways. So you only got one option. You accept, two options. You accept him and you deal with that mess, or you leave. That's it. That's all. So at that point, Bobby tells them that she is getting married. And Chance is like, congrats, but you better not get married before Taylor and I. And then he was like, Bobby has a happy ending. Where's my happy ending? Chance, you haven't earned a happy ending. You haven't earned one, okay? You got to earn happy endings. You don't deserve to be called husband. You don't deserve to be called boyfriend. You don't even deserve to be called side peen, okay? You don't even deserve that. Let's just be clear, all right? So at that point, Taylor actually meets with Scott and Chance, and they're all there. Bobby's there. And for whatever reason, Chance and Scott end up going to what I thought was a junkyard. That's what it looked like. It looked like the white version of Sanford and Son. Like it looked like a junkyard. But apparently, I guess it was a dealership of some sort. And this guy shows Chance a 1997 limo, a busted 1997 limo. And he claims that limo makes $7,500 gross per week. The lies, the lies, the lies. That busted limo is not making no $7,500 a week. I don't care what state, what city they're in. who in the hell is paying for that piece of crap? Like, have you lost your freaking mind? I was like, who would actually believe that? I was like, are you kidding me? And then Chance is up here again with his whole, I gotta make some money. I gotta make some quick money, trying to get his get rich quick schemes going on. And Scott is looking at him like, you a freaking fool. Like, are you gonna tell Taylor? No, no, I ain't gonna tell Taylor. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell her either. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep this between us. Scott, like, I'm not about to have no secret relationship like Taylor and Chance has. I'ma tell Bobby. More than likely, Bobby's gonna tell Taylor. So he was like, absolutely not. And then Chance was like, you wanna get in on this business with me? And Scott's like, hell no. Hell no. Like, anything you touch turns to shit. I'm good. Like, no, thank you. I'm good with what I have now. So at that point, while they're there at the junkyard, Taylor and Bobby are talking, and they start to notice this car that keeps driving by. And so at one point, even Taylor's like, why does this car keep driving by? Like, why does it keep driving by? Like, I want to say something. And then this guy pulls down his window. He's like, where your old man at? Where your man at? And so Taylor's like, he's not here. Can I help you? And he's like, nah, I'm looking for him. And so Taylor's like, well, who are you? And this fool said his name is TikTok. His name is TikTok. Now, here's the thing, and this is why I say this was the bullshit of it all for production. You're not going to be able to convince me that this is the guy that was on the phone. And if it was the guy that was on the phone, then all of it is a lie. Because what guy who's apparently that upset and is ready to like pretty much crack this guy's skull for not paying him his money back, what guy is going to want not only be there at the exact time that production is there filming, but also go back and forth in a car showing his freaking face? Does that make sense to y'all? No, it doesn't make sense to me. So that was definitely a planned scene from production, and it failed. I'm just like, no one does that. If that man was that serious, if that's a legit man and he was that serious about his money and was really like on site, I'm coming for you, there's no way he would have sat up there and been so open to be on camera and knew exactly when they were filming. No, so this is why I was just like, really, you guys, y'all getting that bored with your own show that you are creating scenes that are not even realistic anymore. They're just not. They are not. So I was just like, really, this is insane. This is crazy. And I was done. I was really done. I was like, they was trying to, I guess, give this drive-by looking scene. It failed. It really did fail. Yes, in 1978, that limo would have made a lot of money. People don't even do limos no more. A throwback, Chris. It was discussing this. It was. And I was like, what is that, the actual color of the seats, or is it so dirty that the color of the seats have changed? That's what I wanted to know. I said, that don't look like a legit color. It looked like the color of the seats have changed because it's that old and hasn't been taken care of. Oh my gosh. So that was even worse. I was hot and a blindfold over his eyes doing that. You want in on this? Yeah, it's like, absolutely not. Exactly. 7,500 my behind. Like, yes, I saw that. Chance has dumb ideas. He does. He's not even a good get money quick type of guy. He's just child. Taylor, I hope you're really done with him for real. Very dirty. They're gonna be living in a cardboard box with Chance still talking about, I want to start exactly. They probably have to jumpstart that limo to leave. Exactly. Do you think I'm outside riding? Exactly. GSP, they got 4 different hubcaps on that limo. It was probably one of them henchmen to spy on him or something. You think so? I don't know. I don't even think a henchman would be that open with a freaking production crew right there. You know what I mean? Like it just seemed, I don't know. I'm outside and the car keep rolling and I not going inside for a pow pow is stage. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That house looked uncomfortable. It did. It did. It gave very hoarderish. Ugh, they're dirty. They just don't make that color anymore. Oh, okay. That was it. I thought it was because it was dirty. Between black and charcoal and the crab box for real, they don't make feet that dirty no more. Whatever that was supposed to be, he built the girl's room look dangerous. Yeah, it did. It did. I said last week I thought it was one of the producers. I think you, maybe it was you. I couldn't remember who actually said they thought that whole setup with someone calling and stuff was production. Somebody did say that, and I'm starting to believe it now. Taylor looks worn out to she's oh exactly. She looked like she's in like her mid late 30s, not in her 20s. Yeah, and 7,500 20 years ago was probably 1,500. You know, inflation is a biatch. So I'm just like 7,500 my behind. Limos are phased out in the early 2000s because it was cute from proms. Exactly. We pulled up in Cadillacs, Range Rovers, and SUVs nowadays. I didn't go to the prom in a limo. We rolled in our cars. The cars, you know what I'm saying, whether we rented cars or whatever case may be, it was a big thing for us to be able to roll. Like we was like, we'll drive ourselves. So, but yeah, it was a Sanford and Son house. Sorry, Chris. I think sis got full custody because you don't hear from the baby mamas on the show. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if anyone has verified that, but something tells me those baby mamas are still around. But who knows? We'll see. The girl's bedroom design was really genius. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Chance crackhead ideas in my Judge Joe Brown voice. So yeah, y'all. The car driving by saying was so overproduced, I couldn't even get into it. Exactly. That's the way I felt. I was like, I looked at that with a smirk on my face. I was like, really? Really? Y'all want us to believe this? Like, really? Like, come on. I think Bobby knew the guy is sweet and loyal to her so far. I think Bobby knew the guy is sweet. Yeah, he seems like he's genuine, but again, looks and how people talk can be deceiving. So we'll see about that too. So yeah, with that being said, that was it. Again, boring. Moving on to the last couple. Melissa and Louis. Okay, Melissa and Louis. So I guess this is supposed to be the next day, and Melissa and Louis are up, and Louis is cooking Melissa eggs, scrambled eggs, and her nagging ass gives I guess, an apology. Over how she treated him. It was somewhat of an apology, and so at that point he sits up there, gives her plate. I don't know about y'all, but I was completely disgusted when she put ketchup on her eggs. Forgive me for those who may think that's good, but I'll be damned. I know. At most, if it ain't cheese, you're gonna maybe see me put some salsa on some eggs, but not no freaking ketchup. I was disturbed. I was really disturbed. So he says, well, look, do you want me to move up here? And she said it's up for debate. And she was like, but I will take you to the barbecue with my family. But she doesn't give them a heads up. All right. And which I was like, this is set up because anybody in their right mind, like, what's the text message to send to say that he's coming? But the most hilarious part in the situation is her father. Okay. Ronald is hilarious. Melissa and Louis walk into the backyard, and I kid you not, the father's like, if there's garbage, my daughter will find it. Baby, I hollered. I said, damn, daddy, like, you gonna say it and you gonna be loud and proud. Like, yeah, I said it, and what? And so when he says that, Louis, the look on his face, he's like, oh man, like I'm about to get into it with these folks. So of course they all give Louis the third degree. Like, I thought you guys was on break. How did you get here? Did she pay for it? Did she Venmo it to you? And so she's like, I'm not spending any more money on him. And Louis like, any more? And she was like, well, I just spent $5,000 on your teeth. Child, Melissa, how much are you going to remind Louis and us that you spent that money on him? Like, how many times? Like, did you buy him? Is that it? You bought him? Like, you're renting him out? Is that what it is? And at first, honestly, I did feel bad that they was kind of all coming at Louis like that. But when you really think about it, Louis's mom, Donna, is like all of them in one. So at the end of the day, I don't really feel bad because I'm sure he's used to it. And again, it's probably payback for how Donna treats Melissa. So at that point, next thing you know, guess who calls Louis? Donna. You didn't call me. How are you doing? How's the barbecue? Are they being nice? And so at that point, people were like, the brother-in-law, the sisters are like, what the F? Like, what the heck are you talking about? So at this point, they was like, we're just looking out for our sister. And the dad is like, clearly we know who the breadwinner is, and it ain't him. And one of the sisters is like, there is better out there when Donna is on the phone. And I'm like, yes, I do agree. There is better out there, but your sister ain't getting them. Yeah, your sister's not getting them. You know what I'm saying? And if she was getting them, she wouldn't be with Louis. Okay? So if she truly could get the quality men, even though she had a crush on Louis, once she found out what Louis became, her cooch would have dried up immediately and said, nope, Louis, the hottie from high school? Hell no. Like, I will forever remember him in high school, but we gonna leave it there. But no, she continued. She continued to pursue him, pay for him, and literally continue to be with him. So while you're saying there's better out there, why isn't your sister pursuing the better? So you may want to look at your sister. That's who you may want to look at. You may want to look at your sister instead of getting in on Louis. What's wrong with your sister? You know what I mean? Because literally Louis went down a rabbit hole after high school. Hell, probably during high school. And she still was rocking with him. So Melissa's dad in a confessional says that Melissa has always had bad taste when it comes to men. One was a drunk. The other one was a mama's boy. But she's like, not compared to Louis being a mama's boy. And so she says she thinks she's attracted to bad guys because her father was one. And he was a player. And I was like, really? I don't get player from him. Sorry. But I was like, oh, so he was a player. But then at the same time, the way the dad was talking, I'm starting to think that dad was that guy. Like, I'm starting to think he low-key was a Tony Soprano in some right, because he was like, us Italians, the way we handle stuff, we don't go to the cops. We don't mess with the cops. You mess with our daughters, we handle it ourselves. I said, well, all right. I was like, all right, well, I guess you're going to say that, and you're going to say that on national TV, huh? All right. And now that I know that Melissa's officially Italian, because I did ask if what her background was, she's officially Italian. How dare you make frozen meatballs and freaking like it's, oh my gosh, like, how are you Italian and you can't whip up some authentic Italian food? Frozen meatballs and you're Italian? Like, what the hell? So at that point, you can tell the father says, Louis, let's go and talk. Now, you can tell that the father is a small man because when he walking with that bat is just as almost as tall as him. The bat is literally up to his chest, almost his shoulder. So I was like, oh, he a little man. He is a little man. He carrying that bat like he Crazy Joe. You call me Crazy Joe, but now you can call me Batman. That's the way he was carrying that bat. So at that point, he was like, look, don't let the size fool you. He says, you hurt my daughter. That bat goes straight to your knees. And I said, okay, Tony, you definitely giving Tony soprano. Like, you mess with my daughter, you mess with me. So I'm like, don't let the size fool you. Don't let the size fool you. Don't let him being older fool you. Don't let him not having no teeth fool you. He like, I still got strength in my body to swing that bat if I have to. And I said, well, all right, sir. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. We need to see more fathers like this on this show that don't play when it comes to their daughters. And he almost had a panic attack almost when he heard Melissa say she just spent $5,000 on Louis' teeth. Did y'all see when they cut to him right after that? And he was like, oh my gosh, like, I raised an idiot for a daughter. You spent $5,000 on his teeth, and what has he spent on you? Like, seriously. So you can tell he's just like, I don't know what the hell happened with this daughter compared to my other daughters, but I don't see what the hell she's doing. But I respect the fact that he's like, look, it's your life, it's your decision. Just as long as he don't act stupid, you do what you want to do, you make your decision. I like that about him, because some parents will be like, I'm cutting you off because you're stupid. But I like the fact that he said, look, it's your decision. But I tell you what, Louis, you sit up there and you mess with my daughter, it's going to be a problem. And Louis kind of held his own. He did hold his own. Now, after that, we see them driving and she's like, I have a surprise for you. And where do they end up going? The place that she, for some reason, can't get over. She ends up going to their old high school. And for some reason, I don't know about you guys, because, I watched the free episodes, the free 99 episodes. It almost seemed like it cut off at that part when they were at the high school. They did show like clips before that scene happened of what was coming up. And Louis says in a confessional, like, she really needs to get over this high school shit. And I agree. She does. Now, I don't know the conversation that they had because they cut it and they went directly to Taylor and Chance, but she does need to get over high school. It's ridiculous at this point. You're in your 40s. Your 40s. And you're sitting up here still reminiscing about high school saying, this is where it all started. Who cares? I'm sure he don't even want to think about high school no more. And the fact that you're still stuck on high school tells me that your 20s and your 30s couldn't have been that great if you're still thinking about high school. I mean, seriously. So, but yeah, he pretty much says like she needs to get over it, and she does. And another thing, the sister had the audacity to say like he works at a pizzeria. What type of job is he gonna get here? He's in Jersey. He can work at a pizzeria. Hell, he can save up money and open up his own pizzeria. If he really knows how to make food, don't knock it. You got a lot of people who come out of prison who end up being, chefs and end up opening their own like restaurants or their own food trucks, and they make money. Okay, so don't knock it, because truth be told, if he really focused and he stays on the straight and narrow and he wants to really get into the food business and become a chef and open up his own business, he may get to a point where he makes more money than Melissa. Like, real talk. He may get to the point where he makes more money than Melissa. Definitely welcome, people. Welcome, Chris Crew. People who are new, please like, share, and subscribe. I see you guys coming in. But yeah, so it's one of those things where they're looking at him and they're looking down at him. But again, your sister picked him. So I would say you got to look more at the psyche of your sister more so than Louis. But that's just my opinion. All right. Let me see what you guys are saying in here. It's not like he asked for it. That was your thing, right? Donna can fight Ronald with her spoon and his bat. Chris, did you see the guy kick up those dirty feet looking like never? Yeah, the dirty feet. She wants a refund. Yeah, exactly, because you keep on bringing up that money. Taylor returns his ass back where he came, boy, for real. Seriously. Melissa is no prize. They act like if she's a CEO. Exactly. She works for the post office. The post office where people go postal. Maybe she went postal and that's why she decided to get with Louis. I don't, maybe. Maybe she's having a midlife crisis. Can you have a midlife crisis when you're just 40? Maybe that's it. She's a classic Jersey Shore girl. I love Melissa's dad. He's an OG for real, for real, for real, for real. Ronald the Bull. Daddy wasn't playing with that bat. He sure the hell wasn't. He needs to sit his old tail down somewhere before he break a leg. Yeah, I don't know. I think he'll get enough energy in him to swing that bat if he need to. Melissa's sisters were rude to Louis. They were. They were. But at the same time, Donna is rude to Melissa. So I guess they was like payback. I know I have a palette of a toddler, but put hot sauce on my eggs. I put that on everything. Yeah, hot sauce to me and salsa kind of go hand in hand. But I ain't never put no freaking ketchup on eggs. That just no. Easy E was 5'3", but still has some gangsters in him. Melissa's dad looked like he done had to dispose of a couple of guys in the ocean, if you know what I mean, back in the day. Allegedly. And she said he was a player. So I'm just like, okay. Well, all right. Never let the looks and the size fool you, I guess. Her whole attitude changed when they were at the high school. Melissa is so delusional, trying to do freaky tales in the dugout. Telling you something ain't right with her, child. Something ain't right. I like how Louis handled himself. Exactly. He held his own. But I guess he's used to it because he got an overbearing mama. She seemed turned on being back at the high school. Yeah, she's like, this is where it began. This is where it began. It's like she really wants to relive what she was dreaming about, what she wanted to do with Louis at the school or something. Just weird. Like, come on. She can't get past high school trauma. That's why she's so childish. She's stuck in a teenage mindset. Yeah, which makes me wonder if we're really going to get down to the nitty gritty on what happened in her teenage years, her 20s, and her 30s. Because people who are truly stuck and they can't get out, there's something going on. So while they're so busy looking at Louis, look at her. She chose Louis. Melissa can make all the money in the world and her attitude is still trash. Exactly. Hi, Sheila. Hi, I'm a newbie and I like your channel. Thank you for the recap. Thank you, Sheila. Everyone, welcome Sheila to the Chris Crew. Welcome, Sheila. Yes, they are a hot mess. But I would say Melissa's more of a hot mess because you know what you're getting when you're dealing with someone who's a former addict who's been in jail. Melissa, don't have that type of criminal background. She don't have the drug background, but yet there is still something going on with her psyche. I would say a lot more than even Louis at this point. So, oh my God, that family was hella rude. He better than me. I would have went there with them. Exactly. Ron was that dude. I guess so with his little self. He was that dude. Taylor and Chance are heading to destruction for real. Now, Lindsay and her man are absolutely the version of toxic. Yeah, and I don't know about you, Sheila, but I'm over the OGs. I'm over them. Like, we need new blood and we need the new people that we just seen for the past couple of seasons. I'm over the old blood, the OGs. He handled it like a champ. I would have lost my cool, right? Sheree and Anthony are in a fairy tale land if they think their families will get along. You mean, look, Sheree and Anthony was last season. You talking about Chevelle and Quaylon? Child, say their names 3 times fast. Chevelle and Quaylon. But yes, definitely. They're in a fairy tale land in a lot of ways. So you guys, that is actually it, child. That was it. And usually when we have some juicy stuff to talk about, we be on this live a lot longer. That just shows you that this was a boring damn episode, okay? Boring. We made it more entertaining on this live. Let's just keep it 100. We made it way more entertaining. So with that being said, you guys, that was the end. Like, I don't even know what to predict or what's going to happen this episode. It just seems to me that right now, they just have to keep these shows going. to keep people employed. There is getting to a point where it's no longer entertaining. It's crazy at this point. I know they used to call Melissa's dad Ron the Don back in the day, with no man on the outside put up with her crap. Exactly. That's probably why she had no choice but to go with the Louis. See, everybody wants to sit up there and keep focusing on Louis, but y'all need to look at Melissa's family. Yes, Chevelle and Quaylon. Yeah, they delusional as all hell. And I think that's the problem with all of these couples, is that they're all delusional. No one right now is realistic from what I am seeing. Well, okay, I would have to say Eris. Eris, the last episode, she was like, what the hell are you doing with this RV situation? But other than that, all of these storylines are just like, what the hell are y'all thinking? Like, what are you thinking? You know what I mean? The review was better than the episode. Thank you, Monica. And the chat, the review is way better than the show at this point. Way better than the show. As soon as Taylor and Bobby saw that car creeping slowly around the house the second time, they should have been ducking and running. Exactly. Talking about some, can I help you? That's why I said, oh, this is definitely production. Who sits up there and is like, can I help you? Is there something you want me to send him a message? Come on now. You keep seeing that car, and the fact that he had that bass in his voice, like, where your old man at? That ain't no can I help you. That's a who the F are you? I'm about to call the police. Get the hell away from my house. That's what that is. I can't wait to tune in to your next recap. Oh, thank you. And yes, welcome. Just wanted to tell my Chris Crew cousins, thank you for helping me with my depression today. Put us on. I don't think y'all understand how it's just one of those moments. Somebody sent me a DM yesterday saying the same thing, how, it gets them through the day. That is so humbling. And that's a blessing to just even know that people really like your channel. Like, that's a humbling experience. So I'm so happy that helped. And I'm happy that you guys are here, because y'all be making me laugh my ass off. Like, some of y'all, I think, miss some of y'all calling on being comedians straight up. Like, honestly, Melissa and her sisters reminded me of Hatchet Face on the movie Crybaby with Johnny Depp. Example of that, GSP don't miss at all. She don't miss at all. Don't miss at all. That comment give me Sopranos, Goodfellow, Godfather right. For real. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. That's what her daddy was given. Melissa and her family dynamic makes sense now. Yeah. Yes, it is, because I love your lives. Oh, thank you, Latina. You deserve nothing but great days. Exactly. We all deserve great days. Absolutely. And I know during the holidays, you guys, it does get rough. I know some people, the holidays excite them. Other people get, depression happens during the holidays. So I get it. So I am hoping that these lives and things just make your day a little bit better, because, times are hard, and I get it. Daddy was Rolling Stone, so his karma is 3. Teef is here. Teef is here. Say hello to Teef, everyone. I really like your reasoning on love after lockup. Thank you, Sheila. Ms. I feel you. Yeah. It's if it makes your day brighter, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. And that we all can agree to disagree if we have disagreements and still love each other at the end of the day. That's love. Thing 3 with the dreads had me. Yeah, I don't understand what's up with her dreads. Good kitchen table talk. Yes, that's what it is. Louis over the high school crush. Exactly. Yes, you are in the building, but we about to end, brother. We are about to end, you guys. Appreciate you as always tuning into my lives. There's going to be some videos coming out, of course, Raising Canaan and other videos coming out soon. Appreciate you guys so much. Of course, we'll be back here next Saturday for another live. You guys, yes, this is definitely it'll pass. Just write it out and think of us. We love you. That is a perfect ending to this live, you guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Let people know about the Chris Nicole channel and what we are doing over here. You know, it's a good family kitchen table talk over some barbecue, which, by the way, now that I think about it, that was supposed to be a barbecue and I didn't see no damn food. Did y'all notice that? How was it a barbecue and I didn't see no ribs, no chicken? Did y'all see some food? I didn't see not one freaking plate. So how dare you? How dare you talk about it's a freaking barbecue and I didn't see no barbecue? But on that note, you guys, please like, share, subscribe. Love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend and I will see you on the next video. Toodles.